A brief tutorial on Moviemaker 2012. Pretty basic stuff, actually. So we would start by adding photos or video. We'll start with photos. So you'd find the photos that it is you want to add. I happen to have a bunch in here, so I'm just going to find it. And you can bring in several pictures at a time if you wanted to, using your control key or your shift key, and then bring them in. And by default, they all have the same amount of time, and I believe you can change that default setting at some place. Right now, they all came in with 7 seconds. All right. Now, if you click on one, you should be able to change the size of that as well. Yeah, so I just double clicked on it and it brings me to video tools and edit, and then you can change the time of that particular. I looked real quick to see if we can change the default value of the length, and I didn't see anything, so it looks like they come in at 7 seconds to begin with. You can, of course, also bring in video that you've got, and it'll accept all kinds of formats of video, so whatever you happen to have, you can bring it in, and I believe you can trim it after you've done so. So I just brought in a video clip, and you can move these things around, right? Just click and drag. And there I got my video clip. And I believe if I double click it, it'll bring me here. And I can change the speed. I can add a fade, that kind of stuff. And you've got a trim tool in video. So I'm just going to hit cancel. And I was able to get there by going to the video edit. And then I clicked on trim tool. So you can start at a certain place and you can end at a certain place. That way, trim the beginning or the end to whatever you want, and then save it. So pictures, video, and back to home. You can also add music in the background. So once again, you'd have to have the file available somewhere. Now, I clicked on this, and there's this free music archive that you can find, but you still have to download it. So eventually, it needs to be somewhere on your PC in order for you to add it. And then, so you can go add music, and then find whatever song you want to add. So I actually downloaded this from that app that I saw there. So download it and then you open it. And it automatically trims itself to the length that you have. So it trimmed itself across the video and the audio, which is kind of handy. It wouldn't work out so well for my video if it had sound, but in this particular instance, it works out well because the sound really isn't that necessary, but you'd be able to trim it here. You'd be able to change the endpoint so that it does match up a little bit better. So I wanted to trim my sound so that it didn't go over my video. So all I did is I looked at how long these are. 6, 7, 7, 6. Added them up. 27, and said that I want the music to end at 27, and it trimmed itself. It'd be nice if you can just click and drag it to that point, but I wasn't able to find that feature. So back to home, you can add title clips, right? So here you can say what this is all about. So I just typed it in and deleted what was there. Now, of course, that changes the length of my song. The length of my song is the same, so I'd have to lengthen it to make that, to accommodate that, which of course you can easily do, right? And in here, when you're on this particular slide, you can add different things. You can add different effects as far as how the text comes in. So it's like a transition type of thing. You can change the size. You can change the color, the background color, right? How long it lasts, that kind of stuff. So lots of cool little options. I'm going to go back to the home tab here, see what else we can add. So this was a title slide, but you can add a caption inside of a slide as well, right? So lots of neat little features to allow you to make a custom video to tell the story that it is you're looking to tell. Back to home. You can also record your own narration. I would wait until I have all my pictures and video in before I would do that, and it'll just make it that much simpler to do. and then you can adjust things to fit your narration if you wanted to. So those are some of the basic things right from the Home tab. The last, of course, being how you save this and whether you share it right away. One of the smartest things you could probably do is just put it on your YouTube channel. That way you can embed it into a website, that kind of thing. You can also just save your movie in different formats and copy and paste it or upload it to YouTube once again, or put it into a website. So lots of saving options and features, which is nice. Animation, mostly dealing with transitions, how you go from one slide to the next. The only thing you need to be concerned with is when you do add an animation, it's going to change the size of everything. So your slides may not last as long as you thought. Your timings for your sound might not. So you just be aware of that it may affect things in different ways, and different ways of looking at every slide. There's these pan and zoom things. More visual effects, you can change, the color of your pictures. I don't know that I use this very much. I probably use the black and white one once in a while. And different project tools here. I haven't used really a lot of these, but you can mix different things. You can try different things, see how they work, and then of course you can do a full screen preview as you're going. So some of the basic elements and tools in Moviemaker. It's pretty straightforward, nothing fancy. There's much better software out there for making videos, but it's a good place to start.